Okay, Erik ten Hag has said that Ronaldo needs to do more to convince him that he shouldn't be taken off the pitch. And this was on after he was subbed and he was pretty unhappy. That was the 0-0 draw with Newcastle. Here's what he said.
I think non-player is happy when you get off, and especially not Ronaldo. I understand that. If as long as it is in a quite normal way, no problem with that. He has the convincement he should stay on and he should score a goal. That is why he's that good.
There we go. Okay, so this situation with Ronaldo and Manchester United, whether he's on the bench or if he starts the game, you're Erik ten Hag. Do you think he's handling it the right way?
I think he is, yeah. And I think Ronaldo needs to look at, if he's not performing in the game, then there's so many good players they've got available. Elanga, Rashford can be brought on as well. And I've been watching a lot of PSG games, and Messi gets brought off every game. And he doesn't have a strap. He walks off, shakes manager's hand, and sits on the bench. I think it's just because you're this outstanding player, you can't have that, feeling that I can't get brought off, I'm Ronaldo. If you're not performing, then there's players that can come on and take your place. Then you've got to just handle it better.
The argument probably will be if what the result is. When PSG, they bring Messi off, what's the score? Usually they're around 3-0. It's 12-0 up. I'll give him a little rest. And the weekend, it was like 0-0. They're desperate for a goal. And you've got a guy who scored 700 goals in his career plus, and you're taking him off. He might not have been doing enough, and what Ten Hag more or less is saying there in his interview, he's saying, show me a little bit more and I'll keep you on.
Just because you're Ronaldo doesn't mean you're going to stay on.
Yeah, but you'll get one chance for Ronaldo and he'll score.
I totally agree, but he might look at it as, I have to stamp this authority on the squad, and lots of other players looking at him, if he's not performing, just because he's Ronaldo doesn't mean I'll keep him on when you've got good players available to bring on. Yeah, maybe he wants that.
When you used to get subbed off, did you ever have
week that was?
Yeah. Did you ever have these little reactions?
What, in the first half?
Yeah, 39 minutes. No, listen, sometimes when you got brought off, you wasn't happy. And I think it was more when you felt you were doing okay in the game.
Or you were about to get something.
You was about to score a screamer.
I was about to score a screamer.
But when you're having a poor game, you sort of expect it. You see that board go up and you're like, it could be me here. But when you're having a decent game, you get brought off, you are in a bad mood. And I remember a game against West Brom, I got brought off by Tim Sherwood. I was fuming. But
you do it in behind closed doors.
Yeah, you wouldn't do it on them coming off. You wouldn't show disrespect to the manager.
Does he get, as a fan, I mean, I'm not a Manchester United fan, so I don't know, but if that was my player, sometimes I don't mind the reaction because I think, at least he's showing passion. At least I know he wants to play.
He cares
for
about
us.
the club, Manchester United.
Yeah.
That's where it all started. Well, he didn't start Sporting Lisbon, but that was a big part of his career, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Under Sir Alex Ferguson, that moulded him to the player he was going forward.
Players can take it too far. I remember a player at Aston Villa, Carlos Gil, young Spanish winger. Tim Sherwood made his last sub in a game, and by the time we'd come into the changing rooms, he'd left off the bench and went home. He was fuming that he didn't get on. He left home, left the stadium.
Well, I think
he was fuming. Find him, Sherwood did. Didn't really play again.
I think Jay Boothroyd at Arsenal. He's in the youth team, playing at Highbury. His ball goes up. He comes off, takes his shirt off and throws it on the floor. To the late Don Howe.
Did he?
The late Don Howe was a legend. And he never played again.
Yeah.
Really?
No, never played for Arsenal again.
Didn't Jamie do something like that? Didn't Jamie O'Hara get out the stadium, walk to the train station? Didn't have his wallet. Got the train all the way home.
Never got his wallet on him. Yeah, he did, didn't he? He said that story, didn't he?
What was that? Was he subbed? I can't remember what the story was. But I suppose, look, if you right, there's a way to act, there's a way not to act. But when you're Ronaldo, all those rules sort of go out the window, don't they? And I suppose the frustrating thing for Ronaldo is he's looking around, probably thinking, "I'm still the best player at this club. Like, why are you not?" Well, that's the question. Is he the best player at the club still?
I'm not sure. I mean, put me on the spot there, Laura.
Sorry.
He's a good player, isn't he? He's still a good player. Look at what he's done when you come on against Everton. That goal, clinical finish. But you've got to respect the manager. Yes, it didn't work and they didn't score, but what if Rashford come on and scored the winner? Then you'll all be saying it's the right decision.
I go back to, would he have done that Sir Alex Ferguson?
No way.
But that's the big question. Whether he just doesn't get on with the manager, doesn't like what he's doing, and it might be there's a little bit of falling out there.
I could picture Ronaldo as well, though,
I don't
to be
think he
afterwards.
would be doing it with Sir Alex Ferguson.
I could picture Ronaldo afterwards as well to be like, how dare he take me off? We need a goal, how dare he? To Fernandes, how dare he take me off?
talkSPORT Breakfast with Laura Woods, Monday to Wednesday mornings 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.